Hello, Vivnir. Your task is discharged by duty Marabou child come. Greetings to thee, warriors. Thou dost have my gratitude for thy hasty arrival. I bid thee hence to some isle, to aid in the quieting of these sacred grounds. When Hidra did meet his end, his minions quit the slopes of the mountain, and its once tranquil passages have become home to all manner of beastly intruders. And worse, the fires at the core of the Some Isle rage. Okay. Alright, sure, I can do that for you. Sounds good. Yeah, we can do that. Good luck. Thank you. Some Al hard. Oh, okay, it unlocks a hard version of the dungeon. I can try it maybe. So that unlocks a new dungeon. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Got it. Got it. Perfect. What's this? Yes. That just fell. Done. Okay now. Yeah, we did it. We defeated the lava scorpion. All dragons who rose within your land shall not be defiled. Alright. Three weeks of the wind, alright. Nourishing rains after summer. In return, they bring succor to our team in need. Zundu spies send word of activity in XIV. Deep within Vundu territory, such news bodes ill for Zundu. We know more of this coming storm, but the spy struggles slip past watchful gaze of the Vundu. Netterling's strength and courage is always reliable, and soon asked to brave enemy territory and bring news of what stirs Vundu mock. Alright. Beast Tribe quest, alright. It's to unlock the Beast Tribe. Alright. I can unlock a Beast Tribe, that's fine. I have to go next. Over there. How do I get there? Okay, I have to go around there. Okay. And then I wanted to speak to Tonu Vanu, which is all the way over there. Okay. Okay, so now where the heck is it? Higher up? Oh, all over there, okay. Oh god, how high can I fly? It's pretty high up. It's pretty high up. Okay, there it is. I want to talk to somebody here. Oh, there it is. Nation. Let's inspect. Let's survey the area. There's no one to harm. Traitorous Gundu. Punishment is nigh. We seek freedom from cruelty of Vundu. Nonsense. Cactuar Gundu live only to serve Almighty Vundu. No more Gundu. Cast off Vundu raids. Gundu are free. Gundu are free. Stand back, Lulu Valley. Manu Vanu teaches Vundu difference between Gundu and Suad Sanua. He tumbles into the cloud sea. Such weaklings are not worthy foes. Cower before us. Such power, fear cuts deeper than Borja will. Netherling and one unmoved by our sun drop dance. Nonsense, cast Netherlings into the cloud sea. Even most violent Gale could not topple you to San's totem against Windu's sun drop dance. Sun drop dance is ancient tradition of Vanu. It is display of strength and vigor, both individual and tribe. Vanu custom is to dance before battle that enemies weak of will may yield, preventing needless bloodshed. Vundu invade Gundu lands and curse our totems, but Gundu spirit will not break. All will still oppose Vundu many misdeeds. Some of the white conquering our tribes, attacking their homes, all our affronts. We seek freedom from Vundu rule. Vundu talons teach far and cut deep. Many flee but distance house to escape their wrath. Yet Timberlings venture deep into the Vundu homeland. Why? Well, your chief asked us to help. It's come from Okizundu. Son of Vanu himself asked Nerdling to investigate? Yes, that's why I'm here. He asked me to help you guys. We hear it not. Zundu after Vanu invaded land. That day we get free. Nerdling, Vanu only requests that you escort us to Son of Vanu. We might besiege this Zundu parade. Kindness. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So rumblings in Okivundu, not sign of impending storm when Gundu uprising. Now the Gundu seek protection from their pursuers. May Zephyr winds forever guide you, Chief Zuno. I, Linuvalu, Dada Unuvanu, do greet you warmly. My companions are Manuvanu, former attendant to my father, and Lunavanu, merchant of our village. Your father and I spent many hours cloud fishing. When news of his death at Vundu Claws reaches Okizundu, the fiercest moonskas cannot wash away my sorrow. Forgive us our imposition, Chief Sono, but the Gundu suffer too long under the Vundu. Better to run into remaining slave, but Vundu are relentless, and we face terrible reprisals if not for his nerdling. There's no need to apologize, Zundu. Welcome you with open arms. Tell me, how fares your brother? Alas, when Linuvanu calls for Gundu independence, Vundu imprison him in a sky cage and hang from island as example to others. We attempt to free him but fail, and Vundu pursue us until we meet Netherland. It saddens Zunu to learn this, but we are nevertheless grateful that you arrived safely to Okizundu. Viewers are welcome to rest at Naki Island for as long as you like. Sohonu Uvanu, your kindness is boundless as clouds sea. Chisuno, pray do not act in haste. What will others say when they learn of this arrangement? Islands more precious than rain during summer drought. Some still resent noblings for risking island to hunt their right. Now is not the time to turn our backs on another tribe. We must do all in our power to help for the sake of Chief Unu and his people. Have we food to feed them? Wood to build them homes? How much does Zulu sacrifice for these refugees? The island is more than enough, like seeding which takes roots from rich soil and grows strong. So too will new Gundu settlement flourish, and this great gift from Zundu. Such a sight would surely fill Chief Unu with praise. Naki Island lies to the west. Okay, Zundu, go forth and build a new home for your people. So that's the Gundu. So there's the Vundu, the Gundu, and the Vanu. Alright. Speak with Limu Valley, the West Island, alright? I have to fly there, okay. The only way to get there is by flying, I see. It should be down here. Is it this island, or... Yeah, it's this island. Invona's fortune is great indeed to meet an Erling who defeats the White. In the island, the Gundu's are near. Disguise themselves cannot grant such gifts. However, it seems no bonding would have this island since before leaving Valley's hatchling days. Listen, sound you hear not rolling thunder, but innocent buzzing of midge swarms. Thunderstorm might be even more welcome to midges. Alright. It's held before midges cause sleepless nights for tribe. Ride the sun and use its buff ability to drive the midge clouds from the trees. The heck? Okay. Where's the midge clouds? Here? Oh, is it up? What's the midge clouds though? Down, okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to be targeting. I'm supposed to be targeting something. Oh, midge cloud, okay, let's see. Okay, they're hard to find, so I have to look for them in the tree. Okay, so they're hidden in the tree behind the leaves. There's one other. Let's see. There we go. There should be another one on the other side, maybe? Right there. There we go. Okay, yeah, they're well hidden. Okay, there we go. Talk to Bobby. To unmount. The ridges hum no more, but even so, doubt still remains. While the Linu makes promises of building new home for tribe, the uncertainty of the road ahead fills her with doubt. Well, of course. Makes sense. Fair enough. Daily new hopes to grow strong enough to send Mightius running in fear. New speaks of you, Nerdlin. Please work with us to help build a new home. Alright. Do so, and Nerdlings lives on through generations of Gundu storytellers. Like a time totem pole? All members of the Nerdlings truck call themselves Chan? Yes. Chan is my name, yeah. Alright, so we unlock the Beast Tribe now. Gun developing. Okay, Gundu. Oh, now there's a small little umbrella now. Cool. So by helping them, I assume that their camp gets bigger, and they get more buildings. That would be pretty cool. Guess you can help them rebuild. So that's pretty cool. You can help them build. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. Now they have a campfire. Okay, that's pretty cool. Alright, next quest. Speak with Tony Warner. That's a dungeon over there. Oh, that's a new dungeon, I think. Okay, so that's gonna be a new dungeon that I've never been to. Okay. So next, let's go to that dungeon over there. It's all the way to the east side of the clouds, right? Yeah. Let's go. The dungeon should be all the way over there, right? To the east side? Right, all the way to the east side. Is that the dungeon over there? Okay, so the dungeon should be over here. Just follow this. Hello, Tony Warner. Tony waits for Nettling Warrior, and Nettling Warrior comes. Nettling braves never reap to retrieve the Woken scale for his undue. Tony's heart flutters in gentle winds of Nettling's kindness. Never up his sacred land to Devon Vanu, Wokivandu come with their wicked ways and transform every app into tempests and terrors. Never reap, now accessible. Right. So that is a new dungeon, right? That's a pretty cool dungeon. Never reap. Interesting. Altar, I guess? Offering? At least Thunder Egg. What? Ooh, okay. Interesting. Aether. Jump into us? Yay! Oh, tornadoes. Okay, that might be bad. Is it turning? Yeah, it goes over here. Boss. Hello. What is this mechanic? So it hit itself. Shit, okay. Oops, so what the fuck does that do? Water damage over time. Isn't it? No, that doesn't help. Spot Aether. Move down the way. Where the heck is it? Over there. There he is. How the heck did you just die? What the heck? You can pick them up. Well, that's pretty cool. You can actually move tokens. That's a cool mechanic. Tokens on that. boss now. Next one should be the main boss. Treasure had not taken there. Let's go through that. Rocks. Careful, these taunts. Stupid tornadoes. There we go. Nether dungeon complete. Okay, so now we gotta talk back to go back and do a report. Bentley, where is the triumphant look of one who weathers the storm? You return to Neverweek with broken scale, yes? It bears a scale and is a mighty one indeed. Fashion a mask from this. His under chief will command the artillery of it, but fear is storming the lightning. But that is not all London accomplishes. No, London chases the cruel Wandu from Neverweek, turns Halcyon Wind out to our sacred land. We Zundu are not like our fellow Wandu brothers, gentle like a spring breeze. We welcome Netherlings with open wings. Son whose heart is warmed by the gentle sunlight of your friendship. Promise us that you will remain a friend of the Zundu. Yes. Completed that quest. And that's good. So we got Diabolical Bishmark. Good to speak with Sid about that. Where's Sid? Ready to depart whenever you are. Alright, thank you. Hello, Rontremo. How are you doing? A supply airship has gone missing. Say, well, that would certainly explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. I did in fact spy a vessel already port northwards a short while ago, but as it seemed disinclined to make port here, I paid a little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I have witnessed not else of interest. I suggest you investigate the landmass to the north, rest assured. The landmass to the north, alright. It's just over there? Okay, let's go there then. It's not too far from here. Mean to plunder my cargo. So these are the pirates. What do you got there then? Think you're some sort of hero, do you? Oh then, you wouldn't mind if we mates here join the fun, make for some hero tale, won't it? Tale of how the tree sky pirates fed a meddling little shite. Oh god, I know that ship, it's... So you're the scrag that have been dragging our good name through the mud. So you're Red Bill Leoford. We ain't done naught to you or yours. What do you want with us? I think I made my position fairly clear. To take on the mantle of Sky Pirate, you agree to a certain code of conduct, and codes ain't worth much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, lads, you're making us look bad, and we can't have that. No hard feelings, though, eh? Is this Pirates of the Caribbean all of a sudden? Thank you, Mr. Leofard. Thank you. I'm certain my master will wish to repay you. If your employer does business in Ishgard, he will likely know a merchant or two who trades with my associates. Tell him to say it's for Leofard, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As you, adventurer, tain't often someone beats me to the scene, but then I'd expect not that less from a hero such as yourself. That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know too many other ones. With one of them marvelous mana cutters, the ironwork streamed up. Well then, it seems you've saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I've been hoping to have a word with you, you see. How come? I'll put it to you straight. I need someone to help out with a little venture I have in mind. Someone used to taking a few risks. Now this is be no black-hearted brigand's work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curs, just now I can't hold with robbing honest folk. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is all about freedom. The freedom to go where you will, to find out what lies beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of the name, then look for the standard in the northern reaches of Blue Window. There to greet you. Alright. We have to go with the standard. It's not the north. It's all looked at the north side, okay. Oh, it's not that island. Is it this island? It's the big island over there, right? Or is it down there? It's either this one down there or the big one. That's the big one, I think. Colden. This is Colden. Right over here. Hello, Sasha. It's far enough, stranger. If you value your life, tell me. Did you stumble across this marker by chance, or are you here by invitation? Yes. Then that would make you the hero that the captain said to watch out for. Well met. Name's Tacia, Leoford. would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like his bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Anyway, my thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you'd follow me, I'll take you to the Red Bill's nest. I come to you in person. Still you refuse my offer, arrogant fool. On the subject of arrogance, Arghhh, I bow to your superior knowledge, but that's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I've told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey. But my dear Leoford, how else do you propose to survive an expedition into the ghost ship? I would fear for my life with naught but your feeble crewmates at my back. Well, I'd fear for my life your magic crew at my back, on account of them being murderous, untrustworthy bastards to a man. I thought you clever than this, Red Bill. No matter, I'll always get what I want in the end. It's merely a question of method. Now there's a face I've never seen before. You don't have the look of one of Leofard's little birds. She's a guest, you understand the concept, don't you? You know when someone is invited, instead of just bursting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. That was Arghhh, captain of the Talons. She knows Leofard is the best sky pirate alive. In fact, he won't join her sticks in her craw. Are you gonna let them talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them, Red Bill, some respect. Patience. When all of this is over, we will see who rules the skies. Is this One Piece? Is this a One Piece reference? Or we're being pirates just like One Piece? Like the One Piece anime? Is this what it is? We're trying to find the One Piece? Oh there, hero. I promise you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have, for we plan to board the Sea of Cloud's very own ghost ship. Oh no, this is The Legend of Zelda, right? We're trying to get the ghost ship from Wind Waker? Is that what we're doing? This is supposed to be Zelda the Wind Waker, right? Or what folk have been taken to calling one anyway. Every day for the past few weeks has brought us with a new sighting of the self-same vessel. Massive airship. Adrift on the wind. Alright. Being a cursed lot, there were a few buccaneers who tried exploring below decks, but that's none of them. So naturally they're saying the airship is cursed. Like I said, an honest to God's ghost ship. My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Elegans, but we won't know for sure till we've had ourselves a good poke around inside and liberated whatever ancient treasure she's got moldering away in her hold, of course. But before we start dividing up the spoils, we've got to find the damn thing, which is why we've been working on a special new device. Finding her will be the easy part. We can't do without as a veteran explorer, but ain't afraid to fling herself face first into the jaws of danger. Now, I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all, but strip away the fame and glory, and I'll wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what do you say? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at the side of the Red Bills? Yes. Sounds fun. Only if I get a share of the spoils. Only if you give me a share of the spoils, fellow pirate. Then it's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate, Utata. She's been working on the way back to track the vessel. Okay, so this is where it is. So I'll talk to Utata. Have you found anything, Utata? Greetings, my name's Utata. I suppose you'd call me the Red Bill's Chief of Engineering? Spitting carpet here in Magic Joe. If it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect me to see me waving a cutlass and swing over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, that's what we have you for. Just seems eager to share her findings in Ghost Ship. Well met, ladies and gentlemen. Now that we appear to have our hero, so I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle to boarding the Ghost Ship. Meaning your project is proceeding as planned. That is, Captain. I knew this would be a perfect place to take readings. The scant amounts of background Aether make it easy to follow the derelict's trail. The Ghost Ship has what Utata tells us is a unique Aetheric signature. She's building a device that can sniff out the particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it Ecto-Compass. Now it's allowed to collect some solid data on the vessel's movements. I plot a reliable intercept course, no groping blindly through the cloud for us. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utata, you best stay here, out of harm's way. Keep an eye out on the Aether trail, eh? Aye, Captain. Grab an armload of treasure for me. Now we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us on the cursed hull panels, so you'd best bring along a few mates. But you know you can trust. Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you'll be going in first and all. I did tell you you'd be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will be guarding the rear just in case Radley and her brood decide to stick their backs in where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, she'll not get past us, so you can concentrate on carving a path into the ship's belly. Sure. Just give me part of the loot, okay? Now it's the God's Ghost Ship. Oh, this is gonna be adventure and a half. The Void Arc. So it's an alliance thing, okay. Oh wait, did I? Shit, that's the wrong thing. Now let's talk to Alpha now, see what he has to say. Command Center for Alpha now wishes to share the latest developments in the search for the missing Scions. Fortunate timing as always. Soteru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. He would be so kind then. You'll be pleased that Ryal and his men have been making excellent progress. Remember how Falman helped me to escape the Crystal Braves in London Salamanca, only to then disappear? Well, according to Ryal, she crept aboard a ship down to Rad's at Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Yuda and Papalimo, the remains of a link pearl have been found, and in Pearl Lane, of all places. Royal thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. I see, and what about Tancred and Menphilia? I'm afraid I have something new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of Shallan's scholar, one of the students of Baldesion, and in the search who would be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet the scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Arghhh has summoned the two of us for private audience. The messenger did not specify what we wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards, agreed? Okay. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knights for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know? That's fair enough. That's over there, okay. The Lord Commander is within. Pray proceed, miss.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph.
Oh yeah, I forgot Nidhogg revived with the... Yeah, he took Estinian, I forgot. Almost forgot about Estinian being controlled by Nidhogg. Nidhogg
As
stole
desperately as we
Estinian's
sought the
body.
solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
I know what lands these dragons call home. That's right. I do not agree this quickly. Plan journey would seem far more daunting. I confess myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does not. Therefore, I must needs remain before my comrade of our plans. Farewell, I shall see to my preparations. Let us go and bid farewell to Tataru. Alright. So what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. You should be meeting with Vinofnir happened and early. You might consider rendezvousing with Shtolta in Idolshire. She bid Lara receive our guests. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragon is terribly important and everything, but this caller just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said, we shall endeavor to join you, Shtolta, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough. Hello, Lucia. You're ready then. Good, so am I. I'll meet you at the Annex Shrine. Okay. He's ready to go down the Annex Shrine. Path is long. Our Falcon's Nest across Western Highland to Telfetter. Or we can stop and rest our flesh on our supplies. Question your path in the stables awaits. Telfetter, alright. Jovania. I always imagined the first time I set foot in Jovania saw would be the head of an army, and here I am ready to treat with my brothers and sisters of mine. For a lot that I know the difficulty can be set aside the past, though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause. Questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I uttered them. And for a long time after that, here was a woman with the blood of innocence in her hands, a man and woman children, all slain in the name of implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeed and agreed to join us in common cause at our side. She fought in the service of the greater good, even until her dying breath, and while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered, not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Ruffno, yet who can say what might come to pass should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course, we must press on to Annex Stride if you follow me. Annex Shrine, that's... oh yeah, that's that place. That big giant castle, I remember that. You're welcome here, friend of Ysael. But this one, I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I have come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, men and dragons have been locked in the cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed our kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thord and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Radatos, shattering the peace between our people. For 1,000 years, our leader conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last bared by the War of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment. Our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Ysael once did. We must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask you why? This matter concerns my sire. He must needs be consulted. However, they now grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. And we will wait. After 1,000 years of war, shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ah, fear not, knight. Thou shalt have my answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith until we meet again. Speak with Alpha now, alright. Given the circus, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Yeah, I should take this opportunity to speak with some other dragons. But you need to wait now for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. While I have no further need of our service, we shall continue on to Charleon. I hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and eventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no greater matter than the 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see it ended. Suffice to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Oh, did I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Complete. Alphino is eager to set out for Charleon. So it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Ophelia and Tancred. I can only assume she's privy to some new investigative techniques. In the event, our first order of business is rendezvous with Stella. Alright. I have some things to do though. Yeah, just go to the washroom real quick. Alright, we can continue this. I guess we'll stop here. It's getting late actually. Yeah, let's stop here for today. Go back to the Foundation. Alright, we'll be continuing this next time. We'll do the Sky Pirates and help the Sky Pirates to do the Sky things. So we'll do that next time on Heaven's Ward.